The illegal situation, obviously, still a huge problem. And now we're starting to see some information coming out about the benefits that illegals get. And it's absolutely crazy. And the amount of money that we are paying for them, absolutely crazy. Here's an example. The first two examples, actually, that you're going to see are specific to New York City, but this is a nationwide problem.
About to give out another round of debit cards to these migrants that are within the city limits. 73,000 migrants set to get debit cards over the next 6 months. It's going to cost the city $2.6 million. And if you look at the spending on migrants, 2023, $3.91 billion, 2024 projected $3.76 billion. We're not even finished with the year. This is serious money.
Mayor Adams, but he makes another huge mistake. He wonders why they're all going to New York City. Well, number one, it's a sanctuary city. They can be arrested for a crime, and NYPD is not allowed to work for ICE. Number two, when you supply the money, free lodging, free medical care, work authorization after 90 days, is there any wonder why they're not going to New York? And I'll say it again, sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals. If you look at all the cases in the last year of these illegal aliens assaulting women, raping women, killing women, every one of them occurred in a sanctuary city.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like this week. I have to, I'm taking my husband to Houston for surgery. We'll be paying out of pocket. We have health insurance because, if we didn't have health insurance, we get fined for that, right? And and we have health insurance, but on top of that, we're going to be paying out of pocket a lot for that surgery. If I were illegal, I mean, we just get it for free, right? We just get all this. We'll just get all this stuff for free, right? If I were an illegal alien. So, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that enrages me. And it's also why healthcare is so effing expensive.
Yeah.
People get pissed off about why healthcare is so expensive. Why do you think that is? It's because we're paying for all these freaking people. We're paying for them.
Right.
It's not free for them.
It's not free.
Right. It's not free. Doctors, nurses, healthcare staff, healthcare in general is not free. It's not free, you guys, but it is for them. So congratulations if you're an illegal and you're coming across the border illegally and you're getting all this shit for free. Congratulations to you. But the rest of us have to spend money that we actually work for to buy this stuff.
And it's the same reason that, despite all the money that gets thrown at public education, education still sucks.
Right.
And it's because resources have to be spent on kids that can't speak the language, that are way behind their peers because they can't speak the language.
It dumbs everything down.
It dumbs everything down, and education suffers as a result. And then add on top of that the administrative costs of DEI nonsense.
Right.
And public education is now worthless, but also extraordinarily expensive.
Right.
And so it costs on every level of society.
Everywhere.
Cost us. And now, too, in New York City specifically, the hotels are, of course, making bank from us. Because we're paying for these illegals to have this lovely stay. Here's a clip about that. And go. I don't know why I saved
the taxpayer tab for that, $1 billion. So the hotels are making money and we are paying for it all. God. And there's another statistic that if you break it down per household, $352 per day for New York households.
That's just one city.
You know what? And you can get mad at me all you want. Deport them all. Deport them. Deport them.
All of them.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Bye.
I mean, God, how does anybody, if you're on the left, like this troll that everybody keeps talking about,
Astrid,
how are you okay with paying for all of this?
Yeah.
When everybody here in the United States is struggling to just make it from paycheck to paycheck, and we got to dole out all this money for illegals, and you're going to support that? Bye. Girl,
and I see homeless people that are not, I mean, I know they're not illegals, right? There are homeless people here in like Waco, the Waco area. There are veterans that are homeless, and you're okay with that. But then you want these people to live in the lap of luxury in hotels that we're paying for in New York City. Like, deport them all.
All of them.
Deport all of them.
I saw in the comments, I just happened to see that Jackie in here just ordered her medical kit from the wellness company yesterday. This is not a first aid kit. Okay, this is a medical emergency kit.
Yeah.
And it is chock full of medications that you would have to go to an urgent care and wait for hours, probably next to a bunch of sick, disgusting people, in order to get. Here, you have everything in the comfort of your own home. And these are antibiotics that can take care of so many things: strep throat, pneumonia, UTIs, bronchitis, so much more. It's got a handy dandy little symptom guide in there so you can match your symptoms and figure out which medication is best for you. These are doctor prescribed, but they make it so easy. You literally just go to their website, twc.health/chicks. You fill out a medical questionnaire. Boom, your kit is on the way. And now that we're starting to see not just a shortage in certain medications, but a shortage in doctors, it's going to be harder and harder and harder for people to get in to see a doctor, to get prescriptions they could just easily have in their medicine cabinet. So every house should have at least one kit. I'm glad Jackie bought hers yesterday. Everybody else should too. At least one. I mean, it'd be better if you have more than one, because especially if you have a big family, but at least one, have it on hand so that you don't have to worry when you are sick with something that can easily be treated with an antibiotic. If you use code CHICKS at twc.health/chicks, you will get 15% off your order. Get one for your house. Have some peace of mind for your family. You're not going to regret it. twc.health/chicks. Tucker had Doug McGregor on to talk about this issue and to talk about what the benefits are that illegals get compared to American citizens. And you're going to get so mad.
Keep in mind that a person who works all his life and then tries to draw on Social Security can expect a monthly payment of probably $1,400 if they're lucky. $1,400. We hand every alleged asylum seeker, illegal migrant pouring into the border in Texas or wherever else, we hand them, when they get there, $2,200.
Unreal.
And we put them on that $2,200 diet from there on out per month.
Yep.
Yet somebody who works all his life, retires and draws Social Security gets $1,400.
Yep. This is why I have no sympathy. I've been working since I was 14. I probably won't get Social Security.
Yeah.
So deport them all.
Every last
All
one
of
of them.
them.
So
Yep.
infuriating.
Yep.
Marco Rubio, the reason for my name today, also talked about this on the floor of Congress. And here is his statement about it.
A lot in South Florida are people that have been in this country that maybe came from Cuba 45 years ago. They've worked here their entire lives. They retire. They get $800, $900, $1,000 a month from Social Security. And then they run into somebody who just got here from Cuba 3 months ago, is 29 years old, doesn't work, and is given $1,500 a month in benefits by our government because they're refugees. That refugee, a year later, is traveling back to Cuba 15 times. So you're a refugee fleeing oppression from a place that you now go back and visit 15 times the following year. And in the meantime, we're giving you Medicaid, food stamps, health care for your children, cash payments from the refugee fund.
Right.
So imagine if you've been working here for 40 years and your Social Security check is smaller than the benefits going to a 28-year-old able-bodied person who just got here. That's real.
Yeah.
That happens. That's happening every day. That makes no sense.
It doesn't. And this is why so many elderly people, my mom, they can't retire. They can never retire until they're like even 80
until they're dead.
I see people who are 80 here, like working, as doing whatever jobs. And it's not right, you guys. This is not right. Liberals will defend it. They're okay with it. Well, then let liberals pay for it. Let liberals have these people in their homes. They never do. They never take them into their guest rooms. But by God, they'll preach that it's the right thing to do. It's not. Our country cannot sustain this. It's unsustainable logistically. Deport them all.